trophies. They're born out from schools ascending to new heights at the same time and finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get one over this time. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it off to get us underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
The Gators trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Webb. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Got it in the middle. It's Rice. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
This crowd on hand, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. The Volunteers are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Webb. Second and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings with Florida not getting a W in the city. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it at the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Gators want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Cunningham. Turning it on! Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
They really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's third and goal. Now improvising. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Looking for the score. Go to the end zone. It's picked off. He's at the 50. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw.
Breaks into the open. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. With the run on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteers!
I'll tell you, you love linebackers that are good against the run, but how nice is it when you've got a guy that can sit in zone coverage like he can and not just pick it off, but find his convoy and take it to the house. That is a game-changing play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cunningham. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, first down here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Gators have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. There he goes. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. These plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Now the play fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Brown. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Using his feet to buy time. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Gators will hustle to the line. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a crow route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Peters. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, knowing the play is over.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Rice. Push down for the tackle. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Pulls it in. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before going downfield for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40, at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Vols! Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scrambling away. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Cunningham. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
3rd and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it down the left. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
Well, you get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and if you are mentioned with him, that's a good day at the office.
And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. He caught it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He turns that loose down the right side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The Gators want to crank the tempo. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He wants to throw it again. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. snaps it in the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got a man, it's Murphy. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
At the 40, there he goes. Wide open on the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Makes a grab deep. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Gator. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Webb. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Flips it out in the flat. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Bring in the heat. He's going to run it. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. So here is the Tennessee offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, with this game has gotten really interesting.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He gets it in for the two, and now a field goal would tie it.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that two-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
He'll bring it out. It's Peters. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. On the run, still looking. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the flag.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He unleashes a long one. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown ball!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Tennessee, 49, Florida, 39.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Okay, you have a 2-score advantage here, so while you want to be aggressive, David, don't hand them a cheap one.
Dang right. I'm not being reckless. I can still be aggressive, but a punt is not the worst thing, Jesse, in this situation in the fourth quarter.
You're right, David. You don't want to be reckless. So as a play caller here, let's dial up some things you know your quarterback sees well in the passing game.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They have...
Touchdown, Volunteers! Frontiers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll take the deep shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. This time he's got his man. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the beatdown has ensued. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Number 16, set to kick this one away.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.